Hello everyone, welcome to Hartland Oaks. My wife over here is busy videoing baby goats. We thought we'd share with you the harsh reality of farm life. It's not always fun and glamorous. Sometimes it's just cold and miserable. Say we had everything prepared for Texas heat, but about 1 week a year it just gets nasty, and then I gotta run around and try to fix everything. Most of our stuff is made so it is ventilated. A lot of it's facing south, so they get a breeze when it's hot. But then when we had a cold north wind like we had the last couple days, and right now, I got to fix everything, change everything. Goats, stop jumping on my tripod. Baby goats. So we've been recycling feed bags. Oh my gosh. So we've been recycling feed bags to make windbreakers, which I can kind of show you that. We've been moving extra boards around to make windbreaks. It was about 10:30 last night. I realized everyone was taken care of, but the poor cows only had a barn that had a north opening. I'd already filled up one part of the north and part of the east, so the wind was coming at an angle. And 2 cows are snuggled up nice and cozy, and poor Fletcher was laying in part of the barn where the wind was just coming straight through. So about 10:30, I went down and carried a big old piece of wood, covered a part, moved the truck, blocked it off, so the truck actually was a wind block as well. So Kristen, you always said you wanted to live on a farm. Is this what you had in mind?
Yeah, you get to do all the chores and I get to do all the snuggling.
Well, I did get some video of her actually doing some work. She was worried this morning when we checked on animals and it's finally getting a little bit warmer right now, but it's gonna get cold again tonight. So she recycled some, I don't even know what it's called. It's actually used for like an underlayment for your driveway, so like a weed barrier. So we had some of that laying around, and she put that around the bottom of one of our chicken coops so that puppies and goats could snuggle under the chicken coop and be blocked by that wind. This morning I've been carrying around buckets of water because obviously I drained all the hoses and covered all the spigots so they wouldn't freeze. Our house has got a crawl space with lattice board, so I had to cover that with plastic. So nothing froze except one of the hoses we used, but I'd already unhooked it. Go! I'd already unhooked that hose, but apparently I didn't drain out all the water, so some of the water in it froze. So I've been carrying buckets of water to give everyone what you need. You were just in Iowa. It was much colder in Iowa. She was up there taking care of her dad's farm, and it was below 0. She comes here and brings temperatures in the 20s.
20s is better than below 0.
Yeah, but we had a 20 or 30 mile an hour north wind.
There was a lot of wind there too.
Either way, it's your fault.
I'm working really hard.
Yeah, I see that.
Takes me a long time to do chores.
She usually complains about how I do chores. That's Zoe's baby?
Mm-hmm.
What name are you thinking? We got a lot of good ideas from one of our YouTube shorts.
Right now it's Zoe's little girl.
Oh, still Zoe's little girl? You haven't decided yet?
No. This is the hardest part of chores. I think I work a lot harder than you do.
I can tell.
Somebody has to keep them warm and snuggled and socialize. Socialization is a constant battle where you just do chores in the morning and the evening.
Yeah, we'll have to share with you how our farm actually makes money. It's not the traditional way that most farms make money. We are not experienced farmers. I'm a retired school teacher with like no practical skills. I grew up in the country, but I always wanted to leave and get to the city, never pay attention to anything my dad tried to teach me. Now I regret that. So in another video, we'll share how we actually earn a little bit of income here.
This isn't your baby.
Cam, that's Zoe's baby. You just want attention though? Yeah. Stop eating my jacket. Well, let's see. Our horse barn opens to the north, so I bought heavy duty tarps and ran them from the top all the way down to the ground, and then I rolled up some 2x4s and stapled it to weigh them down, but the wind was too strong and they were blowing, so I had to get some fence pickets and actually screw the tarps down, so that keeps the horses protected. I've been recycling a lot of wood, just filling all the gaps, because like I said, most of our structures were designed to allow flow in so our animals will stay cool when it's hot. And so the struggle the last 2 days when it's been raining and freezing rain is trying to prepare for this cold. So trying to make everything waterproof, which it pretty much was except for the north wind, but then trying to keep the wind off them. Our animals aren't usually accustomed to these cold temperatures. They struggle with 90 to 100 degree temperatures in southeast Texas.
That's why it's my job to snuggle them and keep them warm.
Lots of hay, been going through tons of hay. The donkeys we locked up in a barn that faces south because they're not always smart enough to get out of the weather. And donkey's fur isn't really waterproof or water resistant like a lot of animals. So I forced them into a small barn and kept them pinned up, bringing them hay constantly and water constantly. The goats pretty much do well. They get out of the rain. The dogs don't seem to care. The Great Pyrenees can handle anything. The chickens, we covered every gap for them so that they were protected from the wind and they're fine. The rabbits, we covered all them to keep them out of the wind and the rain and to trap some of their heat in.
How do you know if they're too cold?
Rabbits can handle cold.
No, all of the animals.
Oh, all of them? Yes. I guess that's your job to snuggle them.
No, if they're too cold, they start shivering. They stop chewing their cud.
Okay. So you're being all technical. I thought you were.
Well, that's something that you need to pay attention to. If they stop chewing their cud, then you need to worry. So you need to make sure that they have hay accessible.
Well, I've been giving them tons and tons of hay. We've gone through almost 2 round bales and square bales because I thought it'd be easier to carry the square bales around at night for them.
The only sure way to make sure they stay warm is to let them in the house.
Oh, yeah, really? That's your plan, is to bring them all in the house tonight?
Yeah.
All of them? I've
Just
already
like
had
Fletcher.
to put video of Fletcher trying to
down,
get in the
baby.
house. He keeps going up the stairs, knocking on the door.
Bye.
And look, right now the cows are messing up the plastic wrap at the bottom of the house. We got to fix that.
No, that's just Fletcher.
Troublemaker. Well, I thought we'd share some of the not glamorous stuff about living on a farm. You can see we're all bundled up. Kristen's dressed in her favorite little onesie, which serves as a snowsuit underneath our warmer hunting clothes. I guess we better get back to chores. I got to run to the feed store, get some more hay, and then we got to start evening chores again soon. It's like work never ends when it's cold here.
I'm hungry though, so you need to feed me first.
All right, we'll have some quail eggs and bacon because we have overabundance of quail eggs. Will that work?
Sure.
All right, let's do this. So,
Which goats are we taking in though with us?
we're not taking any goats in. They're fine.
No, these babies are cold.
No, they're good. They have heat lamp.
Did
in
you
there.
just hear her crying?
She's not crying because she's cold. They have a heat lamp in there. See, this is blocked in. I covered the top during one of the hurricanes. There's a heat lamp in there, so the baby goats will be fine. I need to go in and cook her some lunch before she gets hangry and before she gets any more ideas. So, thanks.
Wait, I think we should take a poll first.
What's your poll?
How many people think that they're going to see a baby goat in the house later versus how many people think they're not going to see a baby goat in the house later?
Well, I guess they'll have to watch another video to find out. Thanks for watching. See you next time at Hartland Oaks. Bye-bye.